What is up, guys? FallenRedZeo here, and today we're doing another Mighty Morphin Collections episode, this time on the Shogun Megazord. So this is the original Shogun Megazord from 95, I think it was. Yeah, 95, I think is when this came out. And so this is the classic, so obviously they haven't made a legacy collection or anything like that on the Zord. So this is the original that I've taken, cleaned up, and put new stickers on it, so you will see it looking different, obviously, from the original one, but it's still very cool. And I'm so happy for this, because this was the Zord that I was kind of not holding out on, but not able to find to what I would say finish my collection. So I have all of the Mighty Morphin Zords now, and so that's now completed. And this was the last Zord I wanted for my Zord collection. That was like the one I really wanted. So now if I get any more beyond this, it's just ones I find that like a good price or something, but I don't really care if I get any more Zords after this, obviously, besides like the new ones and stuff. But out of the classics, because, or the older Zords, just because they're, you know, now since they're older, they're more expensive and everything. But this was the last one I really wanted super bad, and I was finally able to get it. And then, like I said, I was able to clean up, put new stickers on it, so I think it looks really good and cool, and I'm so excited to finally be able to do this. So here we have the Shogun Megazord here. So this was from Season 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and this was the same season that had the Ninja Megazord, which you saw Zords from the movie and everything, and then this was in the second part of the season. And then I believe they also used this in Season 4, which had the Alien Rangers. I think they used the same Zord too. So it's very cool. Of course, different from the show, with the pink Ranger being, or the pink Zord being up here instead of the white Zord, which it's white in the show and it's supposed to be, but they changed it to pink for the toy because there was no pink Ranger. But in the show, it's the white Ranger because the pink Ranger lost her power coin and everything, so she didn't have a Zord at this point. So here, of course, we have the Zord, and it's the Shogun Megazord and all its stuff. So we'll go ahead and look at it in this form first. So we'll look and see what it does. Obviously, with the feet, they don't move or anything, so they're just kind of stationed here in position. Now, this is a Zord that I really like because each Zord comes off into its own separate little, like, bot or Borg or whatever, I forget how they word it exactly, but each part is its own separate little Zord then, so I like that it does that. And that's one of my favorite thing about these, how they all come apart and form into little Zords, so I like that as well. So yeah, we have the 2 feet here. They don't really move or do anything, they're just kind of stationary. So the only things that really move are its hands. So we've got the arms here that of course completely twist around and everything, but that's all they do. Like, they don't bend or do anything else, they're just straight arms that move. And so the pink and the blue obviously both do that. Then of course the head up there doesn't twist or anything, it's just stationary, with the head with the paper crane design there for the helmet. And then it also has the sword, which is really the only other thing we can really look at here, which of course is the fire saber here, which does have stickers on it. So I have a combination of stickers on here. So this is the actual sword that came with the toy, but then I put this silver or this gray sticker over the top to make it look like the blade. So this sticker from here is from BD15, which is a website and company that you can get stickers for Zords on. They have a lot more Zords, but I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I did not like their stickers very much. Like the sword here, this part looks really nice to me. It's not stuck on very well though, but I think it looks nice overall. But if you like get up close, which I don't know if it can even show it, it's very grainy and stuff, and you know, you can see the design into it, so that's what you're going to have all over your Zords. But then, like, say here, they also have this sticker for the handle that goes in here, so it shows all the logos, the shapes and stuff of the Zords and everything. So that's a piece that went there, but I don't know if you can see it very well. Just me sticking it on kind of already started the rubs of the design off and put scrapes into it and stuff. Then of course it doesn't stick very well into this handle because it's a plastic, so it bends and everything, so you can see some of the sticker bubbling and stuff there, so it's not very well. So I bought these stickers for this Zord because I wanted to try them out, since they had the stickers for a lot of other Zords that I need new stickers for. So I was like, I'll try it out on this, but seeing it, I didn't like it. Like I said, I like the whole Zord because, or the sword, because, you know, they had the stickers for that, which the other set that I'm actually got didn't. But I was not happy with the design, especially like I started here on the crane, and the design it went into I did not like and everything, which I still have some of their stickers on that I didn't take off, and I like some of the stuff because they had more than the other set. But what this Zord has most of, or the rest of, is from repro labels, which I've done in the past on the Ninja Megazord, on Tor, the Shuttle Zord and stuff. I put new stickers on them, and they're from repro labels, which you can get from ToyHax.com, the website and stuff, and then get the Megazord stickers from there. But they only go up through the Mighty Morphin series, so once, you know, this is the last Zord that they have stickers for. which I love their stickers, but unfortunately I can't get any more because they don't make anymore. So that's why I've kind of, used the BD15 stickers as well. So if you want stickers, especially if you have a Mighty Morphin Zord, I would highly recommend going with repro labels, again, through ToyHax. But if, like, beyond this, I have to pretty much go with BD15 unless I go find the actual original sticker sets. But I hate how they put the Zord, or the Thunderbolt logo on everything, which doesn't really fit with the Zords. So there is the sword there that I just want to mention. It's got, the Japanese fish there with, of course, the monster. I forget what it's called, but it's, got some sort of other animal head onto a spiky fish body and stuff there. And then, of course, has the sword, which looks really cool. I like the design stuff with the gold color. And then, of course, I like putting that blade there, or the point part of it. I forget what it's called, but just that part on, I really like that design a lot. So then we've got the actual Zord, which we can start taking apart and looking at. So first, actually, we'll just take it apart. So you just pop the head off. So with this crane, it's just pushed down, so you just squeeze the little wings up and the head pops off, and we can bring this forward and looking at it. So there's, of course, is the head design. I like the whole blue design there, the blue face and everything, which does fold up, which is how you use to store and stuff, which we'll see in a little bit. So I'll just go and push it up now. And so then it's got these stickers on it, as I mentioned. So it adds like this yellow there, of course the yellow on the sides, the sticker there of the dot, and the yellow around the neck. And so from BD15 I kept the little red eyes because I think it looks really good with those red eyes on. And then there are also stickers, black stickers inside here from BD15 that I put on, but then of course I couldn't get them back out, so I just left them on and thought they looked good. And same with back in here, which of course you don't really see those until it's like in this position, but I think it adds to the design, so I just went ahead and left them off. But there's the little paper crane helmet that goes with the Zord. Again, it's not a Zord or anything itself, it's just a part of the detail and design, again, the helmet and stuff. So we'll go ahead and set that aside. Then we'll start just popping off the pieces. So of course we'll start here with the blue, which is just the blue Shogun Zord. So they just go by their colors and stuff. There's nothing real special, but we'll see something cool about it. So again, there is just the arm there. Again, there's one of the stickers which has that same fish design on it, which again I think is really cool and everything. So to transform this, all you have to do is just take the part here, which there's the fist and hand or whatever. You just take this, fold it down, and it pops into a piece. And then this part kind of gets sticky or stuck on some of these just because I've cleaned them and everything, but you just kind of lift up on these pieces and then pull them out to the side and they fit down. And there we've got the wolf, which if you've seen the Ninja Megazord, of course Billy with the Blue Ranger Zord had the wolf. And so now with the Shogun here, it has the wolf head, which I think is cool that it carries on kind of like the animals and stuff from the Ninja Zord. So that's pretty much all it is for transformation or morphine, but I think it looks really cool. So with these, you then have like movements of the hands, so you can obviously take the hands, twist them all around and everything, so they have the movements there, so it can, kind of do some posing and fighting and stuff with it there, but it's kind of cool. And again, with these, they have all sorts of shapes associated with them. So he has the square, so it's just the square shape there, and then of course have all the new stickers on it. So it's got stickers for the belt, and then down here on the feet and everything. And I do like how they are like shiny stickers, as you can see there, part of that stickers on there. And then of course we have the back here, which has some additional little stickers on it there, which of course this is the arm piece or shoulder attachment, so it does twist all the way around. So you can just position it how you want. You usually just keep it normal, so it's hidden from the front, but you can position it all around. Now each of these individual Shogun Zords does come with weapons themselves. So for the Blue Ranger, we do have this. Now unfortunately they're all this red color, which I think is stupid, but unfortunately that's all what they came in and stuff, and that's what we got to deal with. So it has a weapon here. It has the same logo, which I don't know if you can really see it on there, the same logo here, the square, as his like belt design and stuff. So that's how you know who it goes and fits with. But you just take it, slide it into his hand. This one is just a spear, is all that it's labeled as and stuff. So there has a weapon in its hand, and you can see, so it's got a weapon that can fight with, like, stuff. But yeah, so they have weird designs, of course, and these will all attach together into additional weapons. Later on, you kind of twist it there so it looks more things. But yeah, it's just the spear is all that it's labeled or classified as and stuff. But yeah, so there's the weapon there for the Blue Shogun Zord, and that's really all there is to it. And again, we'll show transformations back here at the end once we get them all separated to go back into the Megazord, which again, it's just reversing. But that's all that he does there. No, like his feet don't move or anything, and they're stuck together here so they don't separate or anything like that. Just the arms is all it is. Head doesn't move or anything like that. So so it's really cool though. I like the design a lot for the blue Shogun Zord. Next up is the pink, and again, it's pretty much the exact same design. Again, it's supposed to be white. It's supposed to be the white Shogun Zord, but again, for the toy here in America, they made it the pink color for some reason, I guess, to get the pink in there for the girls and everything. But again, it's got the same arm design there, again, with the new sticker from Repro Labels. But again, to morph it, you just, again, pull on this part, the feet that come down, it pops in. And then you just pull up on these, which is the tough one. So I got them popped up, and then they, like the blue, just slide down to the side there, and so there it is. And so of course there's the helmet design on that. Again, I can't tell, it's obviously supposed to, this in the show and stuff, it's the white, so it should be the Falcon design, but to me it does though look more like the crane. So I feel like color wise and stuff, it does fit a lot more with the pink and stuff. But I think since it is the white, I would assume it's then supposed to be the Falcon, but I think it does, the helmet design though does animal wise look more like the crane and everything, because it's definitely a bird, and of course they're both birds, so it's hard to tell. But so then we've got of course the whole shape design there. Again, it's like a triangle arrow shape thing, and then it's got the arrow there on the belt as well. Unfortunately, the sticker is more of a purple than a pinkish color, and then you have the choice of whether you want to do it in the pink or the white. And so this, I went with the pink option, since that's what this is, which all it is the legs here. The white had these as white, but unfortunately it's not the same color, but I still like the whole purple design and everything there. And again, with the arm stuff, the arms just completely rotate around and stuff, and that's the only parts that on these that move, exactly like the blue Shogun for the pink one here. But for the weapons, this one has these two tong weapons here, so you just take them, and so they have like spikes on one end and the two tongs on the other, so you just take them and stick them down into the hands. You just slide them in and then push them down, and they'll tighten up around the upper parts where it's kind of like feather. And so there it's got the two parts there, which looks like really weird weapons, but that's just what it's got there for the pink Shogun Zord. Next we'll start with the legs, and we'll go ahead and do, of course, the pink and the black, which again are very similar to the others, where they are very similar in design. So here we've got the black one, so there of course is the way it starts out in the shape and everything as one of the feet. And I forgot to mention this, but I do like the whole design of the Shogun Zord here. It's based off the old Japanese buildings. I forget what they're called, but it's got this like rock work design, as you can see there, and then of course has the roofs that come off and everything, kind of like, you know, the Japanese buildings, temple buildings and stuff. So I really like that's what these are pretty much based on. But for this, you just take the feet and pull them down, so these are individual little feet, but then they snap in, so once you snap them in, they don't move. But you can leave them loose a little bit to do maybe some like posing and stuff, so you can do like a little bit of kick or something like that, you know, like that. But they do snap in and stay put like that. And then on the back, you just pull the part out here, so it's back that slides in. You just pull it out, and there reveals the arms, and just slide them out to the side, push the back in, and then push the arms forward, and they pop into spots. And then the arms on these do also rotate all the way around. And of course, again, for this, the black Zord here, which if we go on the Ninja Zord, was a frog, so there we get the frog kind of design, the two little eyes there on the top and the mouth and everything. It doesn't look exactly like a frog, but that's obviously, you know, once you know it's a frog, you can kind of see it in there and everything, so I really like that. Then again, it's got the shape, so it's kind of got a pentagon shape there, and then it's also got that little pentagon design in there is what its like logo is and everything. It's got the pentagons there. And again, the arms move around and rotate, and you can obviously undo them if, you know, like move them maybe a little bit more out to the side or something if you wanted to. But of course, they're supposed to pop in, so stay stationary and stuff, so they pretty much can just rotate around. No head movements or anything. And again, the feet, unless you unpop them out, are stuck in there. You know, can move around a little bit then for posing, but not much. But once they're popped in, they're stationary. So no movement there as well either. So yeah, it's just nice design. Again, nice cleaning it up to get all this nice shininess on the, of course it's plastic, but the chrome design there and everything. And for his weapon, we've got a bow. So we've got like a bow and arrow here. So you just take it and again push it into its hands. You can obviously choose however you want to do it. So we've got that design there, so it's got the bow shooting with its hand and stuff as well for the black Shogun Zord. Then next up is yellow, which again is very similar to exact same design. So you just do the same thing where you pull the feet down and pop them into place there, and then pull the back out, which you can obviously see on the yellow much better than the black. fold the arms out to the side, pop it back, and then push them forward, and they pop into their slots there. So there we've got the Yellow Shogun Zord, and again, feet don't move, arms, whoops, do twist all the way around. And again, if you loosen them up, you can pose them a little bit out farther and everything. But this time for the yellow, we've got the Bear Zord. So there you can see its face looks like a bear. So it's got the nose and then the 2 ears and everything. And of course, additional little stickers on there, of course, from the repper labels and stuff that make it look really nice and designed and everything. So it looks really cool there. So again, not much to do with this or anything. Like, you can't move them or anything except for the arms. But for the weapon, though, it has this weird claw. So it's like a rake almost is what it looks like. But a claw style design that you can pop into its hand. I never can figure this one out. So obviously you take it and like just push it into the hand like that, and so then it's kind of like a claw out. But I think it looks better if you do it to the side, but of course have it upside down. So you could obviously take it and just push it into the bottom, so then it's, you know, the hand is the proper direction, and then it sticks out and it's like claw there. So that's kind of like the design I like to go with more. Again, I don't know how it's supposed to go in its hand. But I think it looks better if you do it in the bottom part of the hand, I guess, because, you know, then it's the bottom there. So it's still the rake design and stuff, and then if you twist it up, it's there more like the claw and everything. That's just a little fun thing to play around with and stuff. It's kind of a really weird weapon and stuff to be like a rake design, but unfortunately that's just what it's got for the Yellow Ranger. And the last one, of course, is the Red Zord, the Red Shogun Zord. And again, this one has like the most to do, since obviously it's like the main part of the body. So this is how it looks and everything once it's, you know, completely transformed, or all the other parts are taken off. So then we'll transform that. So it has these two little parts here for the feet, of course, that attach to the Black and Yellow Ranger. They just clamp, or like move out, and then they clamp onto the top of the Zord there, but you can obviously push them in to be able to do the transformation. But you just take its like a belt skirting here and just pull up apart, and then these parts completely just twist around and slide down to form into the feet. And so there we've got two individual feet there, and then you just take this part here, the chest piece, push it down, and it forms into like the belt and skirting there of that Zord. And then you turn it around to the side, do like same as the yellow and black, pull the back open, pull the arms out, push it back in, and push them in to attach it. And there you have the Red Shogun Zord with, of course, the face, which is the ape. But again, I don't think the face really looks like an ape. And even on the Ninja Zord, to me, it didn't look like an ape at all anyways. But it's supposed to be the Red Ape Zord and everything. And again, it's got the circle as the design. Then in the circle, it's got the S there. Related to one of the Japanese words and stuff. I don't know what the word is, so I don't speak Japanese, so I can't really tell you. But again, the arms on this, the arms do move and twist all around. Again, they have the pops, you can pop them out and, you know, get a little bit more range of movements, everything, no head twisting or anything. Then of course the feet do just like move a little bit to the side, because, you know, part of the whole moving them up and everything. But beyond that, they don't really stay. They don't like move forward. They don't bend or anything like that. So just kind of completely stationary design for the Red Ranger there, or the Red Shogun Zord. And then its weapon is the shield, which of course has the S on it there as well. So you just take that and stick it into its hand. So there, it's got the shield now for it and everything. So that's what they are with the weapons and everything. So now that we've got all together, now we can obviously put them back together into into the Shogun Megazord. And then with that, the weapons do also attach all together, so we will look at that. So let's go ahead and put them back together. And I did want to show before I do it, you can also open the back on the Red Shogun Zord here. So you just completely, you know, open the back up like you're gonna put the arms in. You then take the crane part, the helmet, and you just take it, fold the wings in a little. There's little slots in there, as you can see. So you just aim the wings into the slot. Actually, you can go start with the head, kind of put it into this little piece up here. It's like a little dip thing. So you just take that, sweep it into there, push the arms through the holes and the tails through the bottom hole, and then it just flips up, and then it's stored in there, so you can see the tail and the wings sticking out of the back there. Then of course there's the head and the nose of the crane sticking up there. Then you just push the Zord, or the arms, back in, and there you have it all attached together and stuff. So I like that it stores in there like that. I think that's pretty cool. But we'll go ahead and pop it out so we can start our transformation. So we'll just open it up. Oh, now it's like stuck. There we go. So then you just pull the helmet out, obviously. So then you take the arms, fold them in, and you kind of want to straighten them up. And they do have kind of like little slots down in here that they do set in. You just want to face them forward so that they do shut properly when you close it up in the back. So you just close that up, take the belt or the skirting there, push it up, which reveals that like lightning bolt style logo. Take the legs, pull them up, and fold them up there. So then you just grab onto, pull them out to the side, and fold them up, and those two snap in together at the top there. We'll then do the legs. So again, with these, you pull the arms back, pop the backs open, fold the arms in, which again you can straighten them up so they fit. Close it in, then take the legs, you just pull them out towards you, or like kind of push on the foot there to do like that style, and it'll pop it loose, and then you just push them up all the way, and there's a little hole right here that these little pegs, which again you tarts, that little peg there will pop into. You just do that for both sides there, and you pop them in so it's all fit there. Same with the Black Shogun Zord. You do the same thing, fold the arms in, close it, pull the legs forward and up, and close it. And then obviously we can now attach them onto the Red Shogun, so he'll stand up, and you just kind of snap them onto there. As you can see, they have these two little pegs there around on shoulders. You just push them on, and the Red Shogun has those clamps that clamp onto that there, so they're held onto it there. And then again, for the blue and pink is the same. You just take the arms, push them up. That's how that goes. So the arms go into these slots there on the side, as you can see there. This will slide in, and then you just have to push them down, and until they lock in like that. And then just take the legs and push them forward, and they snap in. And you just take it and snap them onto the sides. So we'll do the same with the blue here. So you just quickly push them up, pop them down, fold the legs forward, and attach it onto the side there. And then of course the helmet, I always just usually sit, of course you gotta pop the little face out, and then you just sit it down on top, and then push the wings open. So then we have their individual weapons, so we can take it. So we can start with like the shield here, and if you look on the back, it's got these whole little like holes and clamps and stuff. So like for this, you take the bow, it's got the two little pegs there on the front. You just push them into there, snap them in, and then we also have these two clamps here for the tongs from the white or pink ranger there. It does go into that. So I don't like these weapons very much. I think they look kind of stupid. And then of course has the handle from the Zord, so you can just kind of, I think, attach them into that like that. So there, it's got that. And then you take the spear from the blue and the rake from the yellow, clamp them together. They just have that hole that goes in together like that, and so that's kind of like the design. And then you put them together like that. So it's kind of got this weird spear and the shield design. I think they can go together maybe, but I don't know how exactly you're supposed to do that, because I've seen like a lot of pictures where they're held in together, but I don't know exactly how you position them to do that. I don't know, like people have them held together, but I don't like those. I like them when they're individually, like for the Zord, for the Shogun Zords, but I don't like them all together like that. So I just like to obviously put the fire saber back into its hand. So there we are, back into the Shogun Zord, and that's pretty much it, except for we do have other attachments we can do. We can then take the Falcon Zord, of course, from the like Ninja Megazord stuff. So this is the original toy one from 94 or 5, whatever it was. I don't remember the exact date, 95. And so you can take it into the position like this. You then take the yellow and blue arms off. You just pop them off real quick. Oh, the head comes loose. And then you just take the Falcon Zord, so you just push the arms like this, which makes it into the Shogun Mega Falcon Zord. So then where the arms clamped on with the yellow and the blue like this is exactly what the Falcon's does, because it has these 4 clamps on the inside. And you just push them in together like that, kind of always knocks the helmet off. And then the Falcon has the holes on the side here, which you then take and just pop the blue and pink on to like that, and there we go. We've got the Shogun Mega Falcon Zord there, and then of course you can take the fire saber and stick it in its hand. So it's got these whole guns now out the front from the Falcon Zord, then of course the sword and everything, and the Falcon just sits on the back like that, which I think is cool. I like just the regular Shogun Zord better, but I think it's cool that it does attach with that as well. And of course, if I had Titanus, which for some reason they went back to Titanus, you can then sit him in the back of Titanus to make the Shogun Ultra Zord as well. And so then it be in Titanus with the Falcon, so kind of like mixes all the seasons together and everything, which is pretty cool and stuff. And so I like the whole look of all the Zords combined there together and stuff. And of course, Ultra Zords are always super cool and everything. So that's going to be it for the Shogun Megazord review. Again, it's kind of hard with the setup of the camera and everything, me being to the side. So I hope I wasn't off the camera too much and everything. But I hope you enjoyed this Megazord review for the Mighty Morphin collection. And I'm so excited that I was finally able to get the Shogun Megazord and everything. I'm so excited. I was happy to do it and get the stickers put on and everything, and it looks super good. And so I can now add it to my shelf with all my Mighty Morphin stuff. So that is super fun and cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Power Ranger videos. But I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.